Here's a nice equation to solve. So it's a square root or a radical equation. I would probably have liked to have seen it look like this. 2x plus 14 minus 2 is equal to x. Just sort of forcing you to isolate that radical. So you'd add 2 to both sides. That's an add. And you'd come up with that. But this is okay too. So I have a radical, it's isolated, so I need to square both sides to get rid of it. So I'm going to square this side and square this side. So the square and the square root cancel, leaving me with 2x plus 14. Then on this side, a lot of students will square the x and square the 2, and that's it. But you've got to remember that when you have a binomial that's squared, it means you have 2 of them, right? So squared means I have 2 of whatever those are, and you have to FOIL that out. So it'd be x squared plus 2x plus another 2x, that's 4x. This is the term that most people miss, and then 2 times 2 is 4. K is equal to 2x plus 14. Now I want to make things equal to 0. This x squared is sort of, I like a positive x squared, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to move all this stuff over to the left. So I'm going to have a 0 here, and it'll be x squared plus 4x. Bring this over, it'll be a minus 2x plus 4. And then bring this over, it'll be a minus 14. So then I'll have x squared plus 2x minus 10 equals 0. Okay, so now I've got a quadratic, I can factor it. I think it comes to x plus, well, can you factor that? Things that multiply to 10 add to 2. 5 and 2. No, that doesn't work. Okay, factoring doesn't work. Darn. Okay, so factoring doesn't work. I'll use my quadratic formula. So x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a's. And let's plug in. So b is a 2. There's another 2. A is a 1. And c is a negative 10. And a is a 1. Okay, so x is equal to a negative 2 plus or minus the square root of. So that'll be 4. Minus 4 times minus 10 is a positive 40. All over 2. Then I'll get x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 44 all over 2. Now square root of 44 is the same thing as the square root of 4 times square root of 11 all over 2. And the square root of 4 is 2, so it'll be minus 2 plus or minus 2 root 11 all over 2. 2 will divide evenly into everything there. This is all one term, so it can divide either that or that. Since it can't divide into a radical, it has to go into this. So it'll be minus 1 plus or minus 1 root 11. And that'll be my answer. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully the mistake that you made, or that is often made, is right there. So people mistakenly write x squared plus 4, and they miss that middle term. Okay.